Ba 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 ba. Wow, all green pings. That's amazing. I have a question mark on mine. That's weird. Everyone else's are okay. Anyway, Snark in red, Ricky in yellow. Snark now on a second account. What's that mean, Frank? We kicked the first account?
I guess so, yeah. All right, so we're going to see another Allied versus Soviet match here. This is going to be very different. This is between two players who are a bit more experienced in this game mode, so they're going to be they're going to be planning ahead a little bit more. Both players are fully aware of the GI opening and the power of the Allied late game that we're seeing.
Yeah, yeah, it should be. Yeah, I mean that's it. I mean, and even both we've seen the tactics they have, and they've seen the tactics the other players have been putting out, so they should be able to digest and give us something entertaining. Snark concerning me about his connection here. Sounds like he's having some router issues, but cross our fingers, cross our fingers. So Snark with Allied, Rick with Sov.
Player defeated.
So I suspect both players might do the base walking type gameplay, but we've seen a lot of success from the Allies in recent games, playing
Yeah,
it a bit more positionally.
yeah. Are we gonna get some? Are we gonna get some waypointed GIs? Yep, we are from Snark. Yeah, no, Snark's sticking to. Yes, Stark is sticking to his game plan.
It's the way to go. Just say, hey, Soaps, what are you going to do about this? What are you going to do about these guys?
Yep, just enough to keep them on their toes, expose a weakness. You can just keep taking back routes until you find an opening.
These cliffs, these GIs can do some serious damage from these cliffs.
Yep. And so both players, a lot of early. So Snark 3 oils before a War Factory, and Rick's not going to make him pay for it. He's out.
These GIs can kill the barracks from the cliff. They can kill one of the oils from the cliff. The War Factory is also up for grabs from the cliff from GIs.
I'm confused. Some units, some things can shoot up cliffs and some can't. I think bunkers can, sentries can't. Is that right?
I don't know.
Yeah, so there is some interesting parts to it. Oh, and these GIs doing work top left.
Yep.
Let's go. Yep, wow. And responding. Oh my gosh, and now the elite's in range of the power plant.
Yeah,
Oh
and now the
my
elite can actually go
goodness
kill the oil as well.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my gosh, now the elite can pick off this oil.
Power drop's on the way, too.
Paradrop coming, the eagle coming.
Down.
Rick tries to build a bunker to try to protect his flank on the backside, but man, he's in trouble. He's on 3K. I mean, he's got to be, I don't know what he's, counter for these GIs is so annoying. Now Rick running out of money a little bit. He lost quite a bit in that expansion, having to rebuild himself up, only on 3 oils, so his financial situation's not looking good.
Where's this power drop going? I'm surprised. It's definitely ready. Snark's forgetting about it.
Yeah, no radar. Yeah, he could reinforce those GIs, split them up, put something on the top side.
Yep, the power drop. He's still forgetting about it. He's not thinking. This power drop is 8 free troops.
Yep.
8 free troops. Okay, there it is.
So the problem is,
And the question.
Rick's base is so spread out. He's got the anti-air in the front part, but the back doesn't have any. That Deso a little late to the party on the top left. The GIs are already back home celebrating. And now Snark looks like he's just pulling back to move into a mid game. Happy with his tech, happy with his finances.
BFs are up. The third one's going to be up soon.
Yeah.
What do you even go for here, Rick? Like, this is going to be impossible.
Yeah, this is gonna.
Snipers in the BFs as well.
Yep. Tesla Tower though from Rick, trying to take advantage of that choke point.
Black Eagles can snipe that. Prism Towers can snipe that.
Yep. Yeah, the Prism Tower hit right there. Snark doesn't need to go around right now. Could just Prism Tower hit and then... But yeah, this is a good move. Yeah, that's a good move. Finding the gaps in the anti-air, hitting out the power, slowly choking him a little bit. Rick now trying to look for a little bit of a counter punch. I think that's pretty tempting for him. Counter punching is certainly part of it. I don't know if he really has enough to do it, but I certainly appreciate the sentiment. More GIs up on the cliff. Snark just abusing those cliffs.
Rick is just fighting to stay alive at this point. It's BFs are on his front door.
It's really unfortunate. Yeah, Snark would have to blunder pretty hard here. There goes most of his rhinos.
Or BFs back at home where that came from.
Yeah, more coming right behind him. Yeah, and Rick not left with a lot of options right now. Well, no options, but...
I mean, the opening is what killed him, though, right there.
Yeah.
The GIs on the cliff just...
Oh, they put him so far behind.
You gotta have a really solid opening, or else this will happen to you.
Player defeated.
Man, your allied has been cleaning up today. All right, Snark takes the first one home.
You have to go conscripts. You have to respond with conscripts in a very early war factory. To make sure they don't get any damage whatsoever.
And a big thing, and I think the big thing too, and I'm sure this was one players will start figuring out very quickly, but you need to have a dog, you need to waypoint very strategically and scout right away all 4 paths. Because it is also kind of difficult, trying to prevent that GI rush if you have an opponent who starts mixing things up, because there's really 4 routes they can come from. And so getting that early scout in, kind of knowing where they're coming from.
The very first thing you do is scout everywhere.
And getting up on those cliffs, making sure you get your dogs. You can't just haphazardly send them around. You got to get them up on each route. Yeah.
All right, I will be back in a few.
All right.
And so now that Frank's left the booth, we can be really silly and talk about shit that doesn't matter at all. Ricky versus Snark. Snark looking OP. Ricky in the bottom right. Snark in the top left.
All right. I just had to get out of my system. Had to get out of my system a little bit. It's getting a little too serious, All right. Let's get it going here. Both players, and like I said, we talked about the dog scouting. We didn't really see it here. Both players leaving both their flanks unscouted. Let's see what Rick does. He's got to anticipate a little early silliness from Snark. Snark is switching over to Soviet. So, not GIs, but Snark's capable of bringing some silliness with conscripts. We're going to see a super early point of contention here on the right side. Both players stretching to the top plateau. Paf redeems the hydrate. Just what I needed. All right, and now Ricky out with his own conscripts. Ricky refusing to go down quietly. Got to put one on the board here. It is best of 3. No time to adjust. No time to think. Got to move quick. You got to move fast. Takes the top plateau. I love it. I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling good for Ricky. Feeling good for Ricky. We're going to have a game 3 here, folks. I'm looking for a game 3. Drone on the field. Drone on the field. Going to hit. But needs to work around that sentry. Would be nice to take out an early rhino. And Ricky in Snark's business on the top side. First sentry here, and Snark clicking the sentry gun, so his unit's able to push in here. Snark pulls back a little bit. Now this is big. Who's managing their sentries better? Who's repairing their sentries faster? That drone on the backside comes in for some nice reinforcements. Now the bunker out. Needs to be careful to not do too much. It's dangerous. That oil derrick's a liability. If he hits it, it might take the bunker with it. Needs to be careful there. Snark Sove because he's crazy. Snark Sove because he's a freaking madman. You never know what the guy's going to do. Now up on the cliff again from Ricky. Ricky taking advantage of the higher ground now, giving Snark a taste of his own medicine. These cliffs, I think we'll see more and more of these cliffs getting used throughout the tournament and throughout the evolution of this map, because they're big. They really change things. It's so funny. Rick not able to attack these oil derricks, is afraid of the splash damage, so continues his base walk around them a bit. But now Rick coming on the bottom side as well. Rick on his second war factory, nothing down there to defend. So Snark's going to try to get a group of conscripts coming down. Yeah, I mean, I think Rick could just take the oil. You know, so he might lose that bunker, but still, it's still worth it to slow down Snark's economy probably. It's not that big of an issue. Snark's sending a side quest. He's got some conscripts trying to split off on the left side. That's a good move. Take advantage of, if you can hold off on the front line, then start looking for things downfield, start looking for back doors. Snark now driving right past the defenses, now in the back of his base. Rick's bringing his conscripts to the front line, not left much behind. Snark now up on top of the cliff. Oh my gosh, Snark just literally spinning Rick's head around. Rick says, I'm not chasing you anymore, let's go for a base trade. Both now in each other's bases. Snark has a lot more defenses in his base. This is a full-on base trade, and those conscripts finally made it over to the enemy's base just in time to help clean things up. And it's going to be hard to see where the dust settles here. It would be nice if Rick... Wow, no players with a radar. Deso would be nice now. And Rick is heavily droned on the top left. He isn't able to get the war factory. Oh no. Oh, if Rick can get this, Rick gets the war factory. So Snark now so Snark only has a barracks. Rick has a barracks and a war factory. Oh my goodness. Snark's GIs that came in were big, and Snark's continuing to push with GIs on the right side. Drones out to counter. Nice drones from Ricky. Both players playing this really smart. A lot of tactics and a lot of adjustments being made by both players. But Snark, these conscripts, so needs to target the buildings. If you can target the buildings, you'll win. Unfortunately, sentry guns count as buildings. He needs to counter these conscripts a flak. He should have countered the conscripts with a flak. A flak could have done some work here. Rick only left with a... Well, Rick has that barracks on the bottom side, too. So both players just trying to take out each other's buildings. If Rick can get this barracks... So now Snark only has left what he has. Oh, wow, and gets the last building. Hard to see where the last building is with the oil derricks. Oh my goodness gracious. Rick takes it home to give us a game number 3. Love it. Love it. Love it. Wow. Yeah, that was a good one. Ricky OP. So Snark now switching back to Allied. All right, yeah. Here's the bracket. So we are on Rick versus Snark right now in the semifinal right here. Winner of this will go on. Zed and Root then play. Winner of those two play each other in the championship. So this is going into the championship right now. Yeah, the Snark versus Mikos wasn't. Mikos hadn't looked like Mikos hadn't really played, hadn't practiced much. All right. So now Snark back to Allied. Rick's still on Soviet. And so let's see what Rick's got to assume that Snark is back to Allied to do some early GI funny business. And let's see how Rick counters it. Rick's still stretching his base. The GIs are going to be there very, very soon. He has it scouted. He knows it's coming. This is what champions are made of. How is he going to respond? I feel... Ooh, just another oil. What do we got, Rick? What do we got, Ricky? Talk to me, buddy. Deso. Early radar, early Deso. Yep. Code with the $3 donation. Appreciate it, man. going straight to the pro tournament starting next week. Winner of this tournament, again, guys, takes home the $40 and then also goes on to the pro tournament starting next week. They will become the 8th player. So this is kind of like the qualifier tournament to earn your way into the pro spot, to get to fight against the legend himself, Berg, Zane, the kind of people that you wait outside of the Red Alert 2 match for to try to get autographs. That's what these players are fighting for. Be up there with their heroes. Just kidding. Cracking myself up. All right. So now he's got, I love this from Rick. Rick's like, I'm not dealing with the cliffs, the GIs on the cliffs anymore. Let's just put Desos down. So now a Rocky out, no anti-air yet. Flak tracks won't work well in Rick's base because of his own radiation. So he needs to be very careful. Still brings out the flak tracks. I would have thought he would have gone flak cannon. Undeploys the Deso. Okay, good, good. Battle Lab out now from Snark. So Snark, pretty early tech. Snark on 3 oils with a Battle Lab. You see Snark's financial situation not looking super strong. 4th oil out now, though. But the BS are going to be doing work here very shortly. Rick doesn't have... Wait, where's Rick's army? Rick, where's your army, dude? You need an army. Come on, man. He doesn't have an army. Rick doesn't have an army. The Desos are totally out of position. Rick's trying to backdoor himself on the top side. Come on, Ricky boy. We need way more tanks, man. We're not looking good right now. Okay, so yeah, so Rick broke, Snark broke, but these BFs can, okay, all right, now Rick with a Tesla tower, low power, fall back to that Tesla tower, try to hold on here a little bit. BF's going top side now. Oh my god, the GGI outranging the Tesla coil, so annoying. Okay, Flax headed down on the bottom side, not sure why. BF's on the top. BF's on the top, going to start doing work here. Could get a nice chain reaction. Going to hit the power plant. Yeah, nice little snipe. Ooh, 2 power plants. That's too bad. He'll be low power for a second here. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I mean, nice little in and out mission from those BFs. Snark really is showing an ability to manage both sides of the map. He's got BFs on the left side, BFs on the right side. That's what it's all about on this, you know, keeping your opponent guessing. And Rick says, all right, I'm not chasing anymore. Let's just go try to make something happen downfield. So he's going to try to push in with his rhinos. Changes his mind, pulling back. BF's in the back of the base now. Tesla coil to counter. And Snark again, the in and out mission. In and out. And now on the right side. Oh, Snark looking, this is an absolute work of art right now. Artistry moves from Snark as he slowly wraps himself around and suffocates his opponent. And Rick packs up the MCV, looking for a Hail Mary. Big chain reaction on those oil Dirigs. Rick headed downfield, loses the MCV along the way. Making a dive for it here. Refusing to resign. Going down swinging. Nothing left for Ricky. Snark looking OP. Work of Snark.
I mean, it was an interesting try going for the early Desos, but it's such a huge concession going for that. I mean, you're sacrificing your next oil, you're sacrificing your war factory time. That's why he had so few tanks when he did, because his build was all disproportionate. And while you do successfully counter the GIs, but they're just so far behind.
And that's absolutely right. And the thing is, that's what Snark wants. Snark says, yeah, like, I'll win every 20 games with the GIs, and the other 19, the opponent will be thrown out of position. You know, and that's the biggest part of it is throwing them off is as valuable. You know what I mean? The return on investment's great there as well for Snark. Even if the GIs don't do anything, it helped him win the game.
Going to radar that early is almost as bad as, like, you know, losing your barracks in the oil. Like, your war factory, your rhinos are just going to be, you're not going to have enough rhinos when you need them.
Yep. It's really, it's really tough. And it's funny though, because you see Rick and he's looking at himself. He's got his Desos covering both cliffs, and he's like, "Fuck yeah!" You know, he's just like, "This is great." All of a sudden he looks around. He's like, "Damn it, this is not great," you know. But yeah, looking good. Root versus Zed now, the other semifinal match. So we have Snark in the championship. it'll be Zed or Root playing him.
All right, what do we got here? Password is okay.
I don't want
This
to
might
face
see some
either of those
allied
players.
here. What's that, Snark?
What's that, Snark?
I do not want to face Root or Zed. They both scare me to hell, man.
Snark, dude, you're coming into form there. Those BF splits at the end, really taking advantage of those cliffs. I like that. Going into it, did you realize the cliffs, like did you recognize the value? Was that part of your MO, or did you come up with it as you went?
No, yeah, the cliffs are clearly a value. You gotta understand, cliffs give you +2 range, BF gives you plus range. So infantry inside BFs are just on cliffs are pretty damn scary, man.
Yep, it makes sense. Makes sense. Smart.
Yeah, Zed or Root, I don't want to face either of them, man. Can we like eliminate both of them before they reach me somehow?
Well, I'm glad your connection worked out, Snark. You were worrying me, man.
Yeah, no, I was worried, man. Like my internet, like was connected for like 2 minutes and then disconnected for 10 seconds and then connected. I don't know, it was weird, but I'm glad it somehow worked itself out. Whew. All right.
Okay.
Root versus Zed. Ugh, this should be insane.
Yeah, we're gonna see some allied versus allied here.
This will be nuts. Frank, do you dare predict here who's gonna win?
I think Root's gonna win.
Think Root's gonna
Root's
take it, huh? All right, let's get. Can we get a prediction in here? Who do we got? We got a Snark. Can you throw a prediction in?
Yeah, sure.
I could do it. I could do it, but it'll take me 5 times longer, and I'll probably mess it up. So I figure we'll just.
Yeah, I got this, man. I got this.
Let's get a prediction in here, guys. All right. So we have Zed versus Root right now. The winner of this goes on to play Snark. The winner of that is taking home $40, moving on to the Pro Tournament next week. We've slowly kind of fine-tuned, the players really coming together here. Zed and Root both been looking good. This should be a great match. Snark looking strong. Whoever's going to be facing him is going to give us a good show. Yeah, things are heating up a little bit here in the Blitz pit. All right.
A little bit, bro. I mean, we've had insane matches here, starting from the bottom all the way up. What have we not seen? And I love the use of naval that was done here in some of these series, Ivor.
I'll tell you what we have not seen, Snark. We have not seen the Soviets step up to the Allied and take a game.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, we definitely have seen Allied look super strong.
Yeah. Yeah, very true.
And Zed going. Wait, wasn't Zed just playing like a bona fide Allied, and now he's switching to?
Doesn't want to play. A lot of these Allied players, they're the secret they don't want to tell everyone is they don't want to play Allied versus Allied.
Interesting.
Zed going Soviet. What do we think of that?
I think he's in trouble.
I know. I don't.
In trouble.
I don't know if Zed's trying to make a point or what, but it's like.
He does not want to play Allied versus
Player
Allied.
Doesn't want to play Allied versus Allied. Yeah, I suppose.
Root is so good at Allied versus Allied, man. Root is insane in Allied versus Allied.
It is tricky though because Zed got here with a very, very strong Allied. So now having to switch up a bit here in the semifinals. Winner of this again going on to the championship, and Zed's been in the chat. Zed's been in the stream. Zed's been playing Blitz for a long time. Zed knows what Allied's gonna do. The question is. And he probably knows what he has to do. The question is, can he execute it? Small little batch of GIs from Root here.
And what does he have to do exactly?
Make something happen early on. Slow down the Allied player. Slow down the Allied player early. Or do what we were talking about, settle in or strategize for a mid-late game. But I don't know.
Root's going early AFC. What do we think of that?
AFC before the War Factory, and Rocky's on the way. 4 GIs on the back door trying to.
Be careful. Gotta be careful. You don't want to spend too much money when you only have 2 oils. You go broke.
Yeah, Root needs to get a lot done here because he's going to be going broke quickly. The 4 GIs, I think that's not. I think you need a couple more GIs.
He's going for really. I don't think he has enough. Oils to sustain like Prism Tower walking right now. He only has 2 oils.
No, he doesn't. Root doesn't have enough to sustain anything. Rockies, Eagles, and tanks do not work. The early Rockies and Eagles are usually seen by a conservative allied build who's going to be pillboxing and protecting himself a bit. But to push...
Making oils behind this, though. Loses the Black Eagle. So far, I think this is looking pretty good for Zed right now.
Yep.
Zed is in a strong position.
But
I
like
love
we've
his
talked about
position.
before, the window of opportunity opens for the Soviet player, and the question is, will they take advantage of it? Because Root's going to continue to be broke here for a little bit. Zed's going to have a window.
Ooh, para drop at the top right. Love that para. And a V3 rocket. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Is it too early for the V3s?
No, he's gonna target the
just
oil.
perfect?
He's gonna target the oil from his base, and there's
This
nothing.
oil,
we can do about it.
these GIs need to be dealt with.
Yep.
Oh, and the timed attack, but the Tesla coil.
Yep,
is
Tesla
out.
coil
Oh
perfect
my
on that
God.
backside. Root had that ready. Annoying that those flaks weren't able to get more done on those GIs.
Jesus Christ! Can somebody nerf these fucking... Jesus!
And naval yard is up, but the V3s, wow, sniped the oil immediately.
And here comes, oh no, the naval yard, the prism tank. How is Root doing this? Where is his money coming from? Oh my God! So Root's only on 3 oils.
Zed needs to go around the back.
Yeah, he needs.
Zed needs to go
Yeah,
around,
Zed-
get the lab, like
Zed-
something.
I mean, every single tank is so valuable. Like, if you take that prism tank, there won't be another one for another 5 minutes. Unfortunately, the one AFC, wait, not aircraft carrier. Now gonna V3 the aircraft carrier?
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, baby.
wait,
that's
what
my
is the
boy.
range on these things?
no, that was a bug.
What?
He knows what he's doing. He's a veteran player here. V3s.
Oh, and the GIs again.
You know that.
The GI.
Somebody nerf these things! Nerf them already! Jesus Christ!
Oh my God,
They're
Zed
more threatening than anything else. They're more threatening than the aircraft carrier. They're more threatening than the prison tanks. Nerf them, please.
The paradrop, I think, needs a nerf. I think
Jesus Christ.
they're more threatening than the aircraft carrier.
More threatening than the fucking aircraft carrier, the pride of the Allied fleet.
Engagement on the bottom side.
Prison tanks on your front cliff.
Zed wins this.
if Zed-
Prison tanks on your front cliff, no big deal. Para drop in the back of your base. Oh my God! Oh my God, the para!
Now targeting, so Zed can push in here and attack the aircraft carrier with his Rhino. Oh, but more prism tanks behind. Root has managed his economy very well, but Zed didn't put the pressure on. You know, Root has. Again, I think there was windows of opportunity there. I think
Okay, Desolators in time.
Root spread himself pretty thin, and Zed wasn't able to expose it. But Root is still broke, though. Root is still broke, and there's an Iron Curtain coming. So, because Root wants everything right now. Root wants an aircraft carrier, he wants Eagles, and he wants a prism tank.
Yeah.
And he has to choose.
He has to stay active. He doesn't want this IC to be used like, you know.
No,
in his
yep.
face.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, this prism tank and Zed not responding to the prism tank. Zed needs to go. Zed needs to. Well, he needs to do something.
I see.
The IC, prism tanks are going to go
But
down.
it won't get much
Very
done.
expensive stuff.
Yep, and for Root, in Root's position, losing these things is expensive. Now, can he attack the aircraft carriers from the shore? Are they in range right
I
now?
think Zed's winning. I think Zed's winning.
What? How can he? I don't think he has an answer for these aircraft carriers. He could get the Desos on the shore. The Desos could. Well, not now with the prism. Yeah, I mean,
That being said, Zed's doing a really nice job of staying alive here.
he is. He is. He's holding off these aircraft carriers.
I mean, maybe his Roots just managed his economy actually perfectly. this game.
Oh, and the
that
Kirov
is
from
scary.
Zed gets out just in time. Yeah, I think you're right. I think Root is actually like he's always kind of broke, but maybe he's been managing a lot of tech for his oils. You know, he's been doing a good job with it. And this Kirov, and he sells off. Yep. So that pushes him back nicely.
His only war and the
Zed
IC.
will have
Oh,
a
he
nice
sold.
ready in a second.
Is he going to target here?
Yep. Another
This,
Iron Curtain coming, and it'd be nice
Pretty
for
good.
Zed's got to be looking for a counterpunch now.
Absolutely. That war factory location is questionable. Could be Zed's opportunity to win the game here.
Low. Yep. Iron
Steve's
Curtain.
in.
And Rick and Root
Mirage
or
left
Root
it.
is low power as well. So what's he take here?
Gonna go for the B lap.
Yep. Take
Or
the battle
Shifts
lap.
though, you could save that.
Oh,
Okay,
was it
maybe
worth
not.
it? Oh, Elite Rhino.
Elite Rhino. Elite Rhino.
Gets the MCV. Oh my god. Zed might have this.
And
That's it.
oh my
Dive up the
gosh,
cliff against the Elite Rhino?
the Elite Rhino and the Elite Mirage.
The Elite Rhino's still alive. The IC still alive. He still has
Alright,
his MCV. Still
so
has a lap.
Black
but Zed-
Eagles, 4 of them, right? No reason. Black Eagles, 4 of them, right?
Wait, what?
How do we build Black Eagles?
There's no. Oh yeah. Needs to get his Black Eagles. Oh yeah, he's on 8K. Yeah, he needs to get his Black Eagles out. He still has the AFC, which is nice for him. Root's got a decent chunk of money. He's got the AFC, and he's got a couple aircraft carriers.
His IC's gonna kill him.
Yeah. Yep. So the aircraft.
They cracked
Is it? It goes
down.
They got it.
Split second too late.
Too late with the shield. So Zed was
So
holding
close.
off those aircraft carriers for so long, but I think, yeah, he was able to get them through. He really had disabled those aircraft carriers for quite a while there. Now has some destroyers to try to protect his aircraft carriers. Ooh, but stuck between Mirages and destroyers. Zed gonna lose a lot here.
The Rhino doing so much work. This
Yep.
is insane.
Yep.
What a battle. I am going nuts here. The aircraft carriers keep doing damage. Root desperately trying to get something done. No MCV, no lab. And Zed desperately trying to hold on. This is nuts.
And Zed just needs to be careful.
2
He
minutes
can't. Oh,
remaining.
picks up the elite flak.
2 minutes remaining. Meanwhile, 30 seconds left. Like, oh my god.
The industrial
Industrial plant. What a
plant with
decision.
2 minutes left. Zed needs to be so careful with his desos by forcing himself out of his flags out of position. He's opening him up that aircraft carrier
It's
just
gonna
a
come
bit.
down to the score, boys.
Yeah.
I see. Maybe we can win the game.
Yeah, if Zed gets a nice IC with the Elite Rhino, that could be insane.
So okay, so here's the thing. Root doesn't have that many buildings left, right? The Prism Tower on the cliffs is a little annoying, like the route as far
Nothing's
as
coming out of Root's barracks and nothing's coming out of the Air Force Command. What is he doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's Root's building?
Root's on 13. Oh yeah. You got to be
coming out of
looking to
barracks.
end it. I mean, if you're, I don't know, or at least harvest points at the end. It's tricky. Last 2 minutes. What do you do if you can't end it? How do you harvest points? I guess.
Question. And we're about to find out here. Only 5 minutes of game time. The IC will be ready by then. And if this War Factory goes down,
Yep.
that is a serious problem here.
This IC, I mean, Zed's dangerously close. He's just got a couple mini buildings spread out to try to end it. And
Nice Deso use. Very nice.
All right, and we got
And now
about-
Zed is pushing in.
probably
The
about a
IC is
minute.
ready. He only has a few buildings left.
He's only
Can
got a
Zed
few-
end it here now?
Iron Curtain.
Oh, the Eagles get
At least go for the
Yeah.
expensive ones. Hit the AFC. Get a ton of points.
Get the War Factory.
Zed's so close to ending this, though.
Wow.
Oh,
look at Zed's face,
at the
GIs.
base, though, with the GI. The GI!
It was the paradrop.
Killing everything!
The
We got
paradrop.
two
Doing.
in-game
Zed's so
One
close to ending this
building
game.
left.
He's
One
so
building
close to
left.
ending this
Only
game.
has the prism.
The prism
He
tower on
only
the
has the
cliff.
prism.
Why isn't he
If
moving
gets the
faster?
prism, it's
Split the
over.
tanks.
Get the prism.
Split the
Oh, and
tanks.
the naval yard.
He doesn't
And
see the prism tower.
GG is
No,
called
put out,
Root.
no,
Player
put out.
defeated.
What?
No!
No, Root.
What?
Is he aware of, like...
What?
Look, hold up.
What?
Realize, yeah, so we'll never know.
Well, yeah, we'll never know because you get a huge bonus by winning.
Oh my god. What the actual fuck did we just witness?
Oh my god.
That was insane. Oof, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. I literally don't
Yeah,
know what to say.
what a barn burner.
But-
And Zed was not splitting off to get that prism tower. I don't think he would have got it in time. I don't know. But I mean, Zed, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's
Wow,
Root, no.
Beautiful out of these players. Wow, so many beautiful moves here.
Okay, so I never thought I'd hear myself say this, but it felt really good to see the Soviets take a game, boys.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Zed's ping has completely dropped off now at 500. What is going on? Huh.
Thing is an indication, but it doesn't necessarily tell us everything. So
It's true. It's true.
we
It's
didn't
true.
have
All
live
right.
here.
All right. All right.
Really,
Wow. So Zed takes home the first one, and it is best of 3, moving quick. If Zed can take him another again, Allied versus Soviet. That was so funny, Frank. The paradrops.
Oh my god, dude! And in the end, of course, it like killed this whole base out of nowhere.
So
All
what
right,
can we nerf the paradrop without nerfing all GIs, or are you pro
Yes.
all GI nerf, Frank?
Are you
Oh.
seeing what these GIs are doing like every single game? We'll talk.
We'll talk. We'll get out the whiteboard.
I think Zed's got to change it up. I don't think he should do the same strategy.
Oh my God, Root just double barracks. GI's coming with a double barracks.
Oh my god, double
Right.
barracks. That's brave. That is brave.
This is a commitment here.
He's
See how many
committed.
he builds.
And can Zed hold? If Zed knows the double, he probably doesn't know. He just now is seeing it's a double barracks. The dog.
but
Oh,
the
the dog.
put me to work though.
Dog able to slow things down a little bit. If he's not still building GIs, it's tempting to think that the double barracks was a no. Okay, I think the double barracks was on purpose.
A lot of GIs. Holy shit.
That's a lot of GIs. That is a lot. A lot.
Nuclear Commando, make the paradrop all dogs. I like that. That's a good idea. We'll do that. Yeah, paradrop
Wow,
dogs.
Completely thwarted. Completely
Wow.
thwarted. Zed reacting perfectly, and now Root
Yep.
probably behind going AFC before War Factory, but is on 3 oils versus Zed's only 2 oils because Zed went radar.
And for some reason, Root is very confident that Zed's not going to storm down with rhinos, and he's not. So I guess Root is comfortable not bringing out the early War Factory, and he's not paying the price for it currently. That GI rush got very little done. He kind of split them up. I don't think he quite had enough for that. He moved
like
them a
he got
little
a lot,
slow.
though.
They were moving kind of slow too.
He got a lot. He forces Zed to go radar first. He forces Zed to make 3 sentry guns.
Bunch of
force-
flat track, which are all dead
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But Root
That's good
is I
value.
feel like Root is too aggressive right now. He needs to make some oils before he commits to an attack. All right, so he's making the oils now. Prism Tower is in his face, but the Tesla
Tesla
coil
Tower.
is there.
Yep.
Yep.
And the real rhinos are there to help.
It has the answers.
Oh, and the rhinos.
Zed has the answers. Zed really does have the answers. This is incredible.
Yep. Zed counterpunching beautifully. There goes the War Factory. Yep. And with that elite GI goes Root's only hope at redemption. The paradrop a little too late to the party.
Wow, and he's gonna get the AFC as well.
That AFC kill.
Oh my god, and
Juicy
Zed
kill.
coming out triumphant here. Ooh,
Yep.
this
Well,
is
ha-
insane.
Yeah, and hats off to Root, I think, for pulling something out, trying to pull something out of his hat on that last one, the double barracks. Whenever someone does something random, you think to yourself, we're either about to see this person lose in a way that seems stupid or win
That's not
in
where
epic
he
fashion.
went wrong, though.
What's that?
That's not where he went wrong. Where he went wrong was he committed in to the Prism Tower base wall, straight into Zed's brick wall.
Right.
Yeah.
He got shut down. That was in retrospect. That's what lost him the game.
Yeah.
I felt like he was in a pretty good position.
Player defeated.
Ooh.
All right. And Snark, how you feeling, Snark?
Yeah. I just remembered that I have this important meeting I gotta go to, and I'll be back in a few years. Oh my god. All right.
Snark,
I'm
good
gonna go
luck,
fill
buddy.
my-
Good luck, buddy.
I'm gonna go fill up my water bottle, and
All right.
I'll be right back, and then I'll get my ass whooped.
All
I'm
right.
joking. I got Zed easy.
I like that. Hey, this one is BO7, by the way.
Yeah.
All right. All right,
Right.
guys. We are on to the $40 championship. Winner of this taking home the cash and becoming the 8th man in the pro tournament next week. This is the ship. Best of 7, back to regular Blitz style. Players will be rotating factions. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. Zed looking strong there. But yeah, Root gave some different looks. Root just I mean, in that situation, it's about 99% difference in Blitz reps between Root and Zed. And you just kind of saw it there. Root showing that he's, a top level player, but Zed with the reps and Blitz moving a little quicker and making things happen.
You know what I'm finding very unconvincing looking is the committal base walk to try to kill them with the base walk. It's not working.
Yeah, it isn't,
So
which is nice because that's kind of how some of the other maps had played, and on this it isn't. Yeah, you're right, and
not
it's
working
nice.
on this map.
Yeah, on this
It's not
map.
working.
Yep.
It's not the
Snark.
play.
Snark versus Zed. Do, 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 do.
This is going to be an extremely strategic battle here.
Both players been looking
Very-
really. That last point of Snarks with those BFs on multiple sides of the board. Um, yeah, but both players. Yeah, both players definitely showing an understanding of the map.
It's going to be a battle of strategy, and this is while these players both know the map, they're also going to be forced to be making stuff up here because they don't know. I mean, they don't know the map that well.
Right,
You
right,
know,
right.
and-
Yeah. Well, and we haven't seen everything this map can do. You know, these guys haven't, because it's a BO3. They haven't got the reps in that you normally would have by the championship. Like they haven't seen all of these. You know what I mean? So like we've only seen so many games today, and with these guys evenly matched, they're gonna have random things are gonna happen, and they're gonna have to adjust. You know, on the fly for sure. Hats, thanks for the follow, buddy. Appreciate it. And McCaverone, appreciate you guys. Oh yeah, let's get another prediction up. Prediction. Whoever just closed out that prediction, you want to put up a new one? Oh, someone just wait. Is this the new one? No, this is Zed versus Root.
It's kind of hard to vote against the only guy who's won as Soviets all day, guys.
Yeah.
That's what my vote
Well,
was.
and that's the big thing too. Now we're forcing people to play different factions. So, and the fact that, yeah, that's true.
Okay, this is very different then. Very different. So we're going to see Allied versus Allied. We're going to see Soviet versus Soviet. I have no idea who's going to win here. You got to give the edge to Zed. He's just looking so strong right now.
Yeah, I think so. But Zed, like I said, the big thing with Zed is where his confidence level is, where he's at in his own head, and I think he's shown that he's feeling pretty good today. But at the same time, I said the similar thing about Snark. Sometimes he's in the zone, and Snark kind of seems like he's in the zone. So I'm excited. The big thing is it's hard. I got to go gun to my head. Like if there's a gun to my head, and if I'm wrong, I'm gonna die, and you have to decide. You know, then I got to really think about it. Because if I don't have that scenario, it's too hard. You know what I mean? I can't really commit because it's close. Gun to my head, I'm gonna die if I'm wrong. I think Zed. I think I go Zed.
Yeah. Yeah, like I can tell by the pause in between your choice. It's a difficult one, but that I'd go with the same. Just
Yeah.
from what I've seen, he clearly knows what he's doing here. He's
But-
got plans.
Man, I really like. I mean, if Snark, the thing is though, if Snark wins it, it'll be in very beautiful form. It'll be like he'll be pulling something out that like he will have digested something of Zed's tactics and found a counter. So you know, definitely going to be a good show. I'm excited for it.
It's gonna be a show. I don't even know if I would call it an upset if Snark won. This is
No,
I think,
yeah.
gonna be really close. But I agree. I think Snark's gonna have to do some figuring out here. I think Zed's gonna be tough.
Zed is here. Oh, Snark's. Oh, Snark's. Wait, I thought I was waiting on someone. Okay, sorry. Snark, Zed, boom, ready to rock. Starting off. Sove versus Sove. Yeah, Snark talking a little trash. I like that. Code BO7, buddy. I typed it in the chat too because I know if there's people who don't listen to this with audio. Go person by person. Everyone's going to find out the right side. Now, the problem with the information on the right side is sometimes I'm wrong. Sometimes I forget. Healthy kidneys. Yep, Snark is out of Israel.
4-0. He's calling 4-0, boys.
Yeah, Snark saying 4-0. All right, all right. Oh. Yeah, both red. Oh, long day today. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another round of the Blitz World Series.
Dum-da-da-da-da. Anticlimactic with the intro because Snark didn't ready up. Here we go. The championship, best of 7. We're starting off Soviet versus Soviet, then Allied versus Allied. Then we'll be flipping them till we get a winner decided. The winner taking home $40 and the chance to play in the $100 pro tournament starting next week. Both these players have made it through the last 2 standing 8-player tournament. Both players and have done their winning with tact, intellect, and strength. So we'll see here. We'll see what we get. Soviet versus Soviet. Yeah, like you said, I think Zed the only one to really decisively pull one home with Soviet. So forcing the faction swaps, I think, is certainly in Zed's favor. Definitely the player that's demonstrated an ability to dominate with both so far.
Snark has very aggressive intentions here. This is a terrible trade for him right off the bat, though.
Yep, and both
Zed
players.
responding.
Yep. Both players with Connies to the front lines, and yep, that's right. So we got Snark's in red in the bottom right. He's out of Israel. Zed in yellow in the top left, out of Algeria. Oh, so now he's camping the barracks, preventing that bunker, and Zed without a conscript in that bunker. Oh no, the conscripts come marching in. You should really be able to take your enemy's bunker.
Boys, nothing to worry about here. Just a couple of conscripts. These aren't GIs, boys.
Yeah, it's not a paradrop. Relax. Yeah, 6 conscripts, not enough to take anything home. You should be able to take an enemy's bunker. I think that's an important mod. Burke, make a note of that. The most important thing that we need to change is that you need to be able to take the opponent's bunker. It's huge. It would change everything.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a bunker. Why can't you go?
Yeah. There's a code on the door. Only the opponents know it. Okay. And so, yeah, both in similar positions now. Oh!
What?
Zed.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
And Snark on his third third war factory. But what does Soviet do with the?
He's so confused. Why does he have why? Zed is thinking super long game, boys. He's thinking super long. He has subs in the fucking oceans right now.
Yeah, and
boys.
he's literally there's no. I mean, yeah, they don't have a land.
Yeah.
Yep, subs in the water. Can control. Decides he wants to control the lake. Has plenty of tanks to hold Snark off for the time being. Could fall behind quickly though, as Snark has been on 3 war factories for a minute now. But Snark, buddy. Whoa. And Zed decides that's enough for him to push. And he might be right. No radar out for Snark, so he's not going to be able to slow this one down with the Deso. Snark calls GG.
Player defeated.
Zed was thinking about like.
Yeah.
Zed was thinking about like 60 seconds remaining.
I know.
he was thinking about the whole game there.
He was looking at the whole game, and it might have come down to that, and instead Snark just blundered all of his tanks and sped it up very quickly.
He was making subs at 2:30. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. He was making subs. He's got to be kidding me.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Snark, but you're fucked. Your opponent is making subs at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You are fucked.
All right, so Snark saying he gave him one, so it will hurt less. He felt bad about 4-0ing Zed like he said he would, so decides to throw a point. Switch over to Allied versus Allied now.
I've not seen this yet this month. AVA.
Yeah, not a throw, a blunder. Blunder is the right term for Snark there. That move where he put all his rhinos in a position where they did nothing but die, that's a blunder. It's a blunder. Hanging queens around here, hanging queens.
Yeah, it's unforced error that costs you the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. game number 2, switching over to Allied
Player
versus
defeated.
Allied. Quick reminder, you guys are watching this on YouTube. A like and subscribe, free for you, helps me immensely. I know it's annoying, say it all the time, but it really, really does help. If you're watching this on Twitch, you're thinking to yourself, I didn't know we had a YouTube. Maybe you hop over and follow. It'd be amazing. I would love you forever for it. Okay, so both players, Zed was starting off the tournament with Allied. He likes to build into his corner and was able to get a lot done. Snark had a very interesting Allied look, was able to dominate the map with his BFs in his semifinal game. So both players certainly comfortable with Allied. Let's see if we... Doesn't look like any early GI funny business. So it looks like we'll be settling into some Eagle Wars, some highs, some lows. Maybe both players trying to go for the water. Both players have put themselves in a position to get closer to the lake.
3 oils before anything, huh?
Yep, both players playing that. Yep, Allied the same way. Yeah, if you get it scouted, you know your opponent's not coming. Might as well get them pumping, I guess. All right, and wow, the almost exact same builds. Snark building a few more GIs. Oh, a little couple GVs now from Snark. And we haven't seen this yet on this map, but the combination of the speed of the GVs with these
It's not gonna work.
little backdoor routes. Couple Rockies.
Not gonna work. Unless, I mean, I feel like Zed has to react incorrectly.
Yeah,
There's
you'd have
enough,
to. It would take a lot of tact and microing, but some quick little in and outs like this. Gets on that backside, able to takes the AFC. Now get out before you lose them. Take advantage of your speed. Takes the AFC. Now pull them out. No, don't pull them out. Okay. Keep hitting. Try to get them low power. IFV now. Target. Okay. All right. And Snark happy with what he got there, and I think he should be. That AFC, a couple eagles on it, right? So.
There two planes were purchased, but the most important thing is the power drop is canceled. And
Yep.
You cannot build Rocketeers, so complete air control is in favor of Snark, and his power drop will be up soon, so he will have both air and land dominance. We'll see what he can do with it.
Yep, that's absolutely right. And these Allied versus Allied in Blitz, it's called AFC Wars for a reason. The AFC is the juicer. It's so important to the Allied player. And once when you're the first person out with Eagles, now he gets his 3rd Eagle. He's gonna snipe the AFC. Keep sniping the AFC. Keep your opponent's tech down. Keep them on the ground. Really, really difficult for the Allied player to come back from that. Well, GI's on the top side.
Shut this down. That should have been with Snark's army. The Air Force Command is going to get sniped again.
Yep.
No power drop for Zed. Snark with complete control still. Transition into the battle lab, and this should be Snark's game.
Yep, and that's just tried and true. Control the air. Knock down the AFC if you can. And the GVs, Frank, you had doubt, but the GVs were big, huh? I mean, to be fair, Zed got caught with his pants down, but
He was very surprised by it. Yeah. There wasn't the preliminary pillboxes. A couple GIs. I mean, Snark has Mirage tanks now. Look at all this air. He's got 2 Air Force Commands.
this is the point where Snark's like, what? It's like, what do I do? Well, pretty much anything should be able to close it out here. A Navy, you could just, I mean, it's just like a couple more prism, get some prism tanks behind your army. Sacrifice a paradrop. Keep knocking things out with your...
The Air Force Command kill here is worth all 4 plays. Or the Battle Lab kill, excuse me.
Gets the AFC again. Relentless.
Probably should have gotten the Battle Lab, though.
Yeah, so Zed out with a Battle Lab. Zed, a decent amount of anti-air, but Snark should be looking to try to make something happen here. Zed on 8K with a Battle Lab.
He's going to be able to snipe...
second AFC from Snark. Yeah, playing it passive.
These oils, he gets so much damage if he snipe one of these oils. The Battle Lab, all those oils would go down.
And Zed gapped up now. Snark pushing in. Zed trying to go for a base trade. Getting his Rockies up to counter the army's nice. There's no anti-air in that. Yeah, that's a good point, Imagine. He was building his AFC a little too exposed. Now he is tucking it in the corner, but... Ooh, no anti-air for Snark. 1 IFE in there. But now Snark can bring in his Rockies. And the gate to the castle is open. Snark is behind enemy lines. There goes the MCV.
Player defeated.
All Snark in game 2.
Yep.
Interesting.
And it's hard.
Right.
Those the AFC wars, they happen early, and then once they happen, if you can control it, it's really, really difficult to scrape your way out. Zed was smart. He was able to get the battle lap out even through continuously losing AFCs, but not enough. Snark.
We all know he's not smoking. We all know he's doing push-ups.
Doing push-ups, getting hyped.
Oh, he's doing push-ups as we speak.
Zed calling out some bugs in the game. Classic, classic, classic.
Bugs? I didn't see any bugs. What
IFEs
bugs?
won't move to kill Rockies. Ah, yeah. Yeah, that one's Berg's fault. Berg, write that one down. When you did the Blitz mod, you made the IFEs randomly not go kill Rockies. Yeah, this is the championship, Zane. Championship, best of 7, $40 on the line. It's funny, I'm always like, Zane, dude, the title of the stream says championship in all capital letters. But to be fair, my stream titles are always off, so I don't blame you guys for not trusting them. All right, Snark taking a little smoke break here. Pop back over to the bracket for any of you guys who missed the action. Started things off 3 hours ago with the amateur qualifier. Super winning that, taking home $15, making it into the semi-pro qualifier. This tournament now has devolved from the 8 players slowly battling things out to the final championship here with Snark and Zed. Winner taking home $40 and earning their way into the pro tournament starting next week for $100. They get the chance to crush Zane in real time. Oh yeah, loser goes Sove. WI. Did I thank you for the follow? Thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Might have thanked you already. You may get 2 thank yous. All right, Snark, buddy. We love the commentary. Let's get it going here, though.
Well, that last game is very well played. I mean, I feel like the GI IFE opening was very risky, but you're not going to be winning championship tournaments without taking risks at any point. So.
I think that's right. Yeah, exactly. And, but the thing was with it, I feel like players, what you try to do with it is oftentimes the mistake. And there was like Snark had a very specific goal, hit the AFC. And then once he hit it, he had a very specific plan, an Allied versus Allied. I think that is a very good plan. And I think Zed learned a very powerful lesson that to protect your AFC, it's your crown jewel.
Yeah, he just didn't respect the threat enough. By the time they got there, there could have been pillboxes placed and so on.
Yep.
But I don't think it was the GI IFEs necessarily that won in the game. I think it was the GI IFEs and the quick transition into heavy air to solidify his position. He got a power plant snipe there. He killed the only Rocketeers that Zed had, so he had complete control over the air.
Yep. Yeah, it was definitely a combo punch. It was a combo punch, and he executed each step of it very, very well. Yeah, it was beautiful. McCaverone with the sub. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the support.
Player defeated.
Okay, so now Sove versus Allied. Again, these are set faction swaps, best of 7. So again, like we talked about, Zed, one of the only players in the early prelims to to take home some wins, Soviet versus Allied. So we'll see if he can get one here. Obviously, does not want to lose too much momentum early on in this series.
This is gonna be interesting.
And so
Snark is more experienced with this gamer than Root, so he's got
With Zed.
plans here.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I see what you're saying. I was like, Frank, did you forget where you were? Sorry. Yep, and so here comes Snark marching downfield with the GIs. Sentry guns and conscripts to counter, taking them up on the hill. Yep. You put the bunker there, I'll backdoor up here. And this is what we saw. We saw Snark close out the first game with this. These GIs on this cliff, massive range. Gonna outranging the sentry gun, outranging the bunker. And if it hadn't happened,
and barracks. They sell.
MCV gonna go. Nope.
Oh my God, the MCV almost went there. We gotta unearth these things, boys.
And the
Jesus.
Okay, I'm not convinced though that a unit that is not properly countered at all. I mean, I'm not sure that's a very good experiment. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that wasn't, Zed didn't really do that right.
He didn't, but like, this is just one game. If you think about all the games we saw, it's enough. It's enough.
Yeah, it's just interesting though, because we'll say like at the top level we just don't see it as much. You know what I mean? But I mean, anyway, I do agree.
Disagree. Power drop is the most important thing to you as an allied player.
Yeah, I just mean like in Blitz, what we've seen from like when Berg and Luke are battling out here, it's not like 4 GIs are sneaking doing something insane, you know, as often. But I do agree, they are incredibly powerful. The paradrops, obviously, do a ton. We've seen a ton today, obviously. But for Zed not to, I mean, that cliff, I mean, to be fair, Snark just did that. You know, he just won a game with that. So, yeah, the cliff though is difficult to counter, but he should have known those defensive structures weren't going to do it. Naval out now from Snark.
2 BFs now as well. I mean, just resign. you can resign.
You resign now. Your queen has been blundered. Nice move. I mean, nice readjustment from Zed getting his MCV out of there. Not going to be, you know, I don't think it's enough to make anything happen, but you never know. Is Zed going to take a dive here? Kind of like a spite check, you know, like when you check someone even though you have no chance of.
Yeah, then you just resign the game if we leave.
Yep, exactly. Spite check, they get out of it, you quit. Snark.
That user is no longer online. Yeah, I mean, we've seen it time and time again here. The GI rush doing probably more damage than it should be doing.
It's just weird though, like we played so many games on Kong, no one ever, like Ed tried it all the time, it never worked. On Alamo it worked, because maybe it's the direct path or something. Like Kong, maybe they slowed him down a little bit, because on Alamo it's all anyone, it was really strong. But then on the Kong map, maybe the bottleneck of the base early on, easier to defend, but for some reason, I don't think we saw anyone pull ahead with an early GI rush on the Kong map. And it was interesting to see, because Ed tried it too quite a few times. But yeah, pretty OP. Definitely got to be looking for an answer to that.
Well, the thing is about it, like, it shouldn't be winning you the game. It shouldn't even be pulling you ahead. It should just be transitioning you into a comfortable position with you having threats on the field and the Soviets just having to worry about them.
Yeah, yeah.
The fact that it's winning games straight up is clear evidence that it's a.
Yeah, I think.
Is it really be as threatening as it is?
Well, but it is a slippery slope, Frank, because then we start doing that with every unit, and where does it stop? Boom, SFJ. But then
finally,
again,
we speak the same language, Ivan.
But then again, I'm not maybe a little SFJ Blitz. When we bring it in here, true chaos. The speed and insanity of SFJ shrunken down to the size of a Blitz map.
Oh my God, I can't. I'm cumming my pants as we speak. All right.
So
Snark's opened up. Great rhinos here.
Early rhinos, a little bit of fodder with them. That's important. And Zed not building too many proactive pillboxes. He has one ready and he's waiting to put it down. And for Allied, it's a little bit more tempting when you have a base like this. Start laying them proactively. His base is a nutshell. He could cover a lot of zones with them. Snark bringing a little bit of a split on both back doors.
I like everything about what Snark's doing except for the location of his oils. They're all kind of in the same place. That's dangerous. Five oils for Zed. Only Snark just got up his 4th.
Snark on 4 oils. And I like if we are going to settle into a mid game, I like Snark's. Well, I mean, allied. That's kind of what you do, protect yourself. But I like Snark spreading himself out a little bit. If he can get a nice war factory there, have reinforcements right on the front lines. Going to be a little scary if Zed starts prism walking. Then Snark's done himself a favor by putting himself in that zone. And Snark might feel that and think he wants to push now. But Snark does not have enough money to be funding a frontline battle, especially with a sniper and a prism tower out.
Yeah. Prism Tower, very interesting, and I think very perfect location for this Prism Tower right here. Sentry guns are nice, but this is not going to win him the game by any means.
No, another Prism Tower is going to force a sell on those Sentry guns. I mean.
Oh yeah, the second Prism Tower will cement his position.
And
is optimistic. That was incorrect. Excuse me, I have no idea. Okay, it goes down. It was incorrect.
Yeah.
I felt like more to the left would have been better.
Yeah, interesting. Oh, and here comes Snark with the oil walks. Yep. Paradrop backside. Snark needs to respond. And so Zed's just gonna take this oil, prevent just cut it down right away. Yep.
Snark on point, finds the power drop top left. Make sure that does not do anything more. It should. Although, it's kill dog still alive up there.
Using the Eagles, yep, and Zed beating Snark back.
Oh, this is good defense. Snark is caught up in oils though. See how much those GIs did. Oh my god, those GIs. They're too much, Ivor. They're too much.
Yeah, we could get the war factory. Could have a war factory. If a second war factory comes, could be nice up on that cliff. It'd be nice to, I don't know. I mean, for the Soviet player, it's like early on, it's like yes, get your units there faster.
Send his whole army back to this fucking.
Oh my god! All back to the paradrop. Zed sees an opening, goes in, changes his mind, and Zed has a lot of tanks, but I don't think there's any reason. And exactly, he's on tech. Now he's got a naval. He's got the Eagles, and so Zed is very comfortable sitting back right now. No reason to push anything. Keep building tech. Maybe another AFC. Get some aircraft carriers and let Snark try to push in. Mirage is out now. Weather control from Zed.
I'm quitting.
Yep.
I see that weather storm here. I'm leaving the game.
Weather storm out. OP.
Yeah, I mean he's got naval. He's losing Tesla reactors.
Yep, the Eagles can, and it's just so hard to commit to the anti-Eagle. So we saw in the Fortune Chaos with the raid. Thanks for the raid, guys. Appreciate it. You guys are just in time for the championship round of the qualifier tournament here. $40 on the line. Zed versus Snark. And Zed, we got ourselves a barn burner. Both players really knotted up on this map, but Zed has him out-teched. Zed's controlling the lake right now. He has a weather storm. He's got eagles in the sky, and Snark's just trying to look for an opening. Controlling the water from the shore, though.
Yeah, I'm very surprised he didn't snipe the radar there. He had the opportunity to just take that out, but he's just going to opt on trying to get maximum damage on the run attacks. Can't blame him for that.
Oh, and so Adesso now out to try to control the lake.
I mean, there's no way you're pushing the right side of this base, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You might want to turn around and go the other way. Another prism tower is going to be placed over there as well. Prism tanks are here.
So you need, so Kira, yeah, I mean, so Soviet, once you don't make something happen in the beginning, you can't just keep doing Rhino Wars. You immediately have to transition over. You have to get your Battle Lab, you have to get your ICs, you have to get your Kurovs, and there is ways to do it because everyone's like, what's the way out of this? It's like, well, first off, look at the back routes into Snark's base that are undefended. Second off, into Zed's base. Second off, Zed's oil dirks would all chain react. Like if you could dive in there and hit a couple oils, he would lose most of his base. So that is one sacrifice, but there's certainly, obviously Allied has a lot of advantages and it does take a lot of tact to get around it, but there are solutions that I don't think we've seen the Soviet players pull out quite yet.
I'm very surprised that Zed did not actually snipe the battle lab. He had all the time in the world there. Snark kept him busy. He easily could have sniped that lab. It's out front. He has 4 planes.
Yep. Yeah, there's no reason. Yeah. Oh, and the
Like,
Prism
dude.
tanks back of the base with the Chrono. Takes the MCV, takes Snark's last War Factory. So Snark can clean these Prisms, and now Snark needs to try to take a back door and make a massive... Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Now Snark just needs it. Warning, lightning. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Snark does have a Boris. Stay tuned. Boris on the field. And so that's the okay. So now we saw what is the answer? The answer is to dive on an oil derrick there, but you know, preferably 20 minutes earlier. That is the concession that Zed gives up by turtling like this. Is his base is one big explosion. You know, easier said than done, but it's true. So Zed takes it home, putting on a show for us though. 2-2. I like that.
But once again, though, we saw the committed base walk attempt being shut down by just very well placed, well timed, and well prepared placement of structures to counter it. So I think there needs to be a fundamentally different approach from the Soviet player here. Just a completely different approach.
Yep. And it's hard, and you know, I think both players kind of just like, well, they're kind of like, well, this is my Soviet versus Allied. It's like, it's almost like in a best of 7, they're kind of like, here's the point to throw. Maybe he'll blunder, but I think they could be pushing it a little bit more. I think, you know, we haven't seen the Kirovs. I mean, even at the top level, like, that's where we see people like Zane's got a ton done with demo trucks, with Kirovs, getting the IC obviously in the game earlier. But again, like we said, you know, easier said than done. It's certainly difficult and a lot different once you're in there. The Allies hitting you from all sides, the Eagles constantly setting you back. It's difficult. So, mirror now, Sov versus Sov as we go into game number 5. Yeah, Berg, I think that's right. Yeah, the tech certainly, because the Kirovs, a couple Kirovs can make a big difference.
Honestly, I think the ultimate late game, I think belongs to the Sov actually here, if they can get to that ultimate late game, because let's face it, a large chunk of deployed siege choppers, how are you fighting those?
That's a great question, and we have not seen that yet. We have not seen that yet.
Not fighting. There's nothing you have that fights those. They outrange Prism tanks, they outrange Mirage tanks, they outrange BFs. Everything dies.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
You can get it to that situation where you're flacked up, you have control over the water, and you have your super weapons. Your IC is faster, right? You can use it more often. It's a small map. You can methodically use the IC, slowly articulate damage, use your deployed siege choppers, outrange everything the Allied have, and you beat the Allied at their own game. I think that's got to be the approach here. So, yeah. But we got the Soviet mirror on our hands here, and Snark is way too cool for a War Factory. Look at this greedy ass fucking build.
War Factory, Snark says. Yeah.
Zed is like, fuck you. Fuck
Zed says, what is this? So now it's Snark building himself a nice little turtle shell, battle bunkers, and conscripts. Zed trying to find an opening, doesn't like being toyed with, drives right past. Drives right past the. He's got to pack up this MCV and run.
See ya. And guess what? The demo truck is going to blow up.
And a demo truck on the top side. Here we come.
Our base is under attack.
Oh. Snark, I like where your head's at. Unfortunately, now was not the time for it. Yeah, and Balth, that's a good point too. I think Soviet trying to get, especially if you see it's going into a mid-late game, which it always is Ally versus Sov, the naval dominance is huge because the anti-air you can get out there is a great point. Obviously the dreadnoughts. Yeah, I think Soviet prioritizing the lake, because you don't want to let Allied take the lake. They got the air, they got the water, they got the sky. I mean, so I think that makes sense.
The late game, the oil purifier is meaningless. The industrial plant, however, 25% reduction on your shit.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. The industrial. Yeah, it's funny. In the original mod, it wasn't. The industrial plant was just like weirdly left out of Blitz because of the ore refinery not being built. So then we just added in. A lot of people forget it's there.
Although, well, there is no ultimate late game though, because there's a timer.
Right. No ultimate. Yep.
That's not a play. But if you can get into a position where you get good enough trades, and then just camp with siege choppers and have a stronger score and wait the Allied out. I feel like that's the strategy right there. That's it.
Yeah, siege choppers.
Get kills, right? Just go in, get like a 2-for-1 with your rhinos in the early game, tech up, get some flak, get some good trades with your flak. Flak is cost efficient, so you have a higher score. Win the naval, slight lead there with the efficiency in the trade, and then you just camp it out with your superior range of your siege choppers, and you have a higher score. That's
Boom. Take notes, guys. Take notes. The siege. I think the siege choppers are a good point. We never. I don't know if I've ever seen them in a blitz match used constructively.
There's that. They're kind of like Mirage tanks in the sense where like they're not good unless you have that number of them. Once you have that bulk, then-
Yep. Yeah, and the other thing we're forgetting, Soviet versus Allied too, a lot of times you IC and they force shield. But in this, because of the oil's chain reactions, even if they force shield their buildings, there's always something. You can get so much done diving on oil derricks too. Like they can't force shield all their buildings because the oils are going to be exposed. All right, so Allied versus Allied now. We saw Snark take this first one home, controlling the AFCs. Was able to get in early with the GV. This time Snark out with some early Rockies.
I think Snark needs to go back to standard. This is not going to work.
And so Snark, yeah, like I mentioned, sometimes you see Snark in the zone, sometimes you see Snark being silly. Oh my God, if he keeps him low power, he does go Patriot Missile. How is that Patriot? Now he has to be low power, right?
It has to get another power plant.
Oh, here comes another power
Snark
plant.
on one oil, guys. He's on one oil. Yeah.
And so now he sells off the 2 barracks. He loved the idea, now he hates the idea.
Yeah, he's broke.
Snark broke.
Yep.
And yeah, like I said, sometimes you see Snark, he drops in this zone of like insane top level play, and sometimes he's playing a little silly. And you know, I don't know. And maybe he feels, I mean, why do you do this? Why do you play? Why would you do that? If you feel like you can't beat them at their own game, I guess. If you can't beat them straight up, which is weird because Snark did win, you know, Allied versus Allied the first time. So, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a desperate power drop if I've ever seen one, boys.
Yeah, just drops
Like, please don't see this.
And here
please
comes-
don't see this, Zed, please.
Here come the Eagles. They're going to take out his AFC. Sells the AFC instead.
Gonna kill the barracks now.
Takes the barracks. Oh, and this is match point. Zed takes as he wins it. Best of 7.
Snark, he survives. He's got 4 oils. He's got a war factory.
He is alive. He is alive. Snark is alive. That's true.
Boy, is he behind. Boy, is he behind. Battle Lab. now
Battle
for Zed.
Lab, Eagles, Snark, and just to add, just to like display it more correctly, he's just, the war factory is just burning for way too long.
Yeah, it's just in flames. He's got nothing but IVs and a couple of Rocketeers right now. Mirage tanks. That's not what you want to see on the enemy side. Maybe he can get something done with these sneaky IVs.
The Mirage tanks are just one-shot IFVs. He's now got the IFVs way pointed into his base. Snark just got a barracks back on the field. Zed now gapped up. And things are going from bad to worse.
Generator is about. That's like when you're down like 2 rooks, your king is exposed, like your pieces are just awkwardly placed, and your opponent just like moves a pawn up like 1 square. It's just like, fuck you, man. Like, just checkmate me already, for fuck's sake.
And then the opponent moves his pawn up 1 square and just looks at you and says, "You resign now."
Yeah, just resign.
All right, so bit anticlimactic here from the championship. Let's talk about if we can milk a little more entertainment out of our day. Now, Frank, you've been up here, you've been studying. We happen to have a couple other great Blitz players in the chat. How are you feeling? You want to step in here? You want to step in here and show us how it's done?
Do I want to step in and show you how to not do it?
You've been
Who am I
digesting, Frank. You're a student of the game. You've been up here digesting. What do you think? How you feeling?
Let's see here. Who's my opponent? That's the question. Who's my opponent? I don't want to play this Zed guy. for the safety of my butthole.
I was gonna bump you up a couple notches further, and I was thinking maybe Berg, maybe Luke. We gotta give you some top level play.
What?
Yeah, what?
I don't play it. You're crazy, man.
You don't need to practice, man. You practice by visualizing.
Practice by visualizing.
Oh, you could step in and try to take Zed, see if you can knock down the champ.
Is there anything? I mean, this situation is. It could be worse for Snark.
Well, yeah, because
Could
wait,
definitely be worse.
wait, here I am trying to coax you to play. What's going on? Why is this game still going?
Snark
How did
has a lot
Snark
of
get
prism
prism
tanks.
tanks?
These eagles, if they snipe the right oil, this chronosphere is going down.
Oh my
But
God,
if the
Snark
oils
has 8 eagles?
Snark!
What's
Snark!
going on
Shit,
right now?
yeah, he needs to kill.
He has to
Get the
find.
right oil kill.
Oh, but there's
the
a.
war factory. The war factory.
The problem, he's gapped up. The
Snark!
problem is Zed is gapped up. Oh my God. Lancelot Boyd with the follow. Appreciate it, buddy. And Zed, but now Zed does have an AFC out. He should just wait. Snark can just destroy these aircraft carriers, right? Okay, Snark needs a big hit with this oil.
He's a big hit here. It's got to be an oil with next to the front.
Why is he coming around the top side? He could come around the bottom and hit that.
In?
Why doesn't he come around the bottom? Oh, Snark. Snark blunders his army. The Eagles, he keeps balking with his Eagles. The Eagles need to come around the bottom side, hit one oil, take the chrono with it.
Yeah, he could have killed a bunch of Zed's oils.
Snark on 8K. Oh God, not enough anti-air. The aircraft carrier is eating him alive.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh.
Oh, nice force shield. Nice.
He
force
clicked the
shield.
wrong one.
Okay.
He should have clicked the one furthest away. He would have got it. Well, it wouldn't have chain reacted. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, you need 5 to kill an oil. 5 Eagles to kill an oil. A lot of Rockies coming in. And yeah, Snark does not have the anti-air from the Snark now on 3 AFCs. Snark's got enough money, but unfortunately, oh, the chrono. And they come out of the chrono cloud shooting. They came out shooting, looking hungry, and the Rockies to close things out. Oh my goodness.
Player defeated.
Well, Snark hung in there a little bit, but yeah, I would have liked to see Snark play a little more straight up, but you know, he looked for a Hail Mary, tried to get crazy. All right, let's get the energy going.